Goal, how do you sum that up?
Oh, great feeling, especially in a tough game like this. You know, it's always tight and you need a set piece to score. James sent a great ball to me and I just had to put it in.
Did you feel a bit of a sense of urgency out there to get that second goal?
I mean, you never know what's going to happen, especially in those kind of games. We knew they were going to put pressure on us. We had to stay calm and to try to keep the ball. It wasn't easy because they put a lot of pressure on us, but yeah, we want to score that second goal and I'm glad I did it, you know, for the team, and obviously we managed to get the win.
You mentioned it's a tight pitch. How did you find the crowd out there? They're right on your backs, aren't they?
I mean, very busy. I mean, that's what Premier League is about. That's what we like to see, you know what I'm saying? Their first game at home in the Premier League. And they made it tough for us. And we try our best to get the win. That's what we did today. I think we had a very solid match, defensively as well. Lots of headers, lots of tackles and all that. You know, getting the win here, never easy. You know, in the Premier League, no games are easy. And we're happy with the 3 points.
It's been a significant summer of change for the club, which now sees you wearing that captain's armband. How much are you enjoying the responsibility and the success that you've had so far?
I mean, it's a proud moment for myself and the family. You know, I didn't know before the first game at Bournemouth away. The manager came to me and said you was going to be the captain for a few games, and I didn't lose yet, so I'm very happy. But you know, the most important thing is I try to lead the team as best as I can, and by scoring today I did my best and help the team. That's the most important. But you know, we need to win games. That's what we did today.
Well, so far so good. As a side, are you getting quite excited already about what you might be able to do in the Premier League this season?
I mean, we take it easy. You know, we started very, very well, but Premier League is a long and tough season, as you know. So we just stay focused on our games. We need to rest during this international period and see how it goes after that, you know what I'm saying? But we started very, very well and we feel confident and happy.
Well, congratulations on the result and performance tonight. You are the player.
Yeah, they're doing everything spot on, and when you've got some good wide players, it always gives you a good chance, doesn't it, Seema? So, yeah, I think they're all on form at the moment.
OK, well, Jarrod Bowen, I'm delighted to say, is joining us now live from Kenilworth Road. And Jarrod, it's absolutely wonderful to have you on the show. Thank you very much for joining us. So how does it feel? I mean, you've scored in all 3 away games this season, and now you're top of the Premier League table. It's a good time to be a Hammers fan and a Hammers player.
Yeah, no, it's really good. Tonight was a difficult game, first home game for Luton back at their stadium. We knew it was going to be probably a different kind of performance that we've had in the last 3, but you know, 3 wins and a draw from the first 4 going into that international break. You know, where everyone's associated with the club is really proud of where we are at the minute, and we want to, you know, have a good break now and then build on it when we come back.
Jarrod, give us a sense of what it's like in the dressing room at the moment. What's the mood like in the West Ham camp?
I think moving on from the back end of the season and obviously the summer, it's full of confidence. I think we really turned it around, especially in the Premier League last back end of the season, and obviously had the final in Prague where we brought that trophy home. So I think we're full of confidence, and it's kind of momentum where we just want to keep building on what we've done, and we've managed to do that these first 4 games.
Jarrod, I know you're on a run of hot form, but I do want to ask you about Alcaraz, the impact that he's had on the team, his different role tonight. I've been really impressed with him.
Yeah, Eddie and Prowsey, I think they've come in about a month, but they look like they've been here for about 5 years. They've came in, slotted in really well, and full credit to themselves. You see Edson tonight, I remember the tackle he put in our box to win a goal kick, and it's just little moments like that that really take the sting out of the game and what he's been brought in to do. So I can't speak highly enough of Edson and Prowsey for slotting in the way they've done.
Jarrod, does it make it a bit easier when you're defending so well as well? You look at Zouma and Agard, their partnership. I know Agard got sent off and he got suspended. Like Bonner came in and did really well alongside Zouma. Zouma with his goal tonight. It allows you then to go and, with the flair players that you have, Paqueta and Benrahma, yourself, to go and hurt the opposition when you know you're defending so well.
Yeah, no, I think we've obviously the manager's prided himself on being hard to beat since I've been here, and I think we've always had a good record of that. But I think tonight was a different kind of defending for the 2 centre halves. It was constant, balls in the air, and it was winning those headers, and then it was about picking up the second balls, the midfielders, and then us wide boys trying to get the ball and create when we got the ball. But yeah, I think it was a different kind of performance than what we had against Brighton last week, where they like to play shorter passes, whereas tonight they were very direct and very energetic. But I thought we managed it really well. A bit of a scare at the end, but held on for a massive 3 points.
Jarrod, as a former winger, I have to applaud you, especially for last week's goal. You ran 77 yards to get onto the end of it. I'm not sure I would have done that and had the belief to run that far without the ball. So what is in your mentality when you do it? You're thinking, you've seen all this grass. What are you thinking?
I just want to score goals. I think I've never come away from that, and if it's a 70-yard run, or tonight, probably a 5-yard run to get on the end of the ball in. I want to score goals for this club, and when there's that slight chance of the reward for the run, I'll always do it, because you might only get that ball once, and tonight I think was the first time I got on the end of a cross, and obviously got my reward from it. So yeah, I'll just pride myself for scoring goals.
And Jarrod, just before we let you go, Kenilworth Road, a new ground to the Premier League. What was it like to play there tonight?
Yeah, a bit different. Obviously, it was closer. Very, felt like the crowd was on top of you. And credit to their fans. I thought they created a really good atmosphere. Really difficult to play in. And we knew it was going to be like that. The first home game back in the Premier League. We knew what was, required from us. We knew that they would start strong, and it was about us. Taking the sting out of the game, whether that be with a few passes or creating something, and just trying to settle the crowd. But it was difficult. They was really loud all game, but in the end we got the job done.
Well, Jarrod, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us, and best of luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Well done, mate.
Well, David, congratulations. How do you sum up tonight's performance?
Really good, really pleased. It's not easy to come here. They put us under loads of pressure of what we expected. They didn't disappoint me in anything they done or how they played. But thankfully, I should say, we stood up to it for most of the game, and got a couple of goals and played well ourselves.
Luton's goal did make for a little bit of a nervy ending there. Do you feel you created enough to perhaps have made that a little bit more comfortable tonight?
Well, I think we had a couple of goals ruled offside for VAR. I don't know how tight they were or how badly they were offside, but I thought in the second half we were better, created better opportunities. But look, they done what they do, and they were very good at it, and they kept you under pressure, Luton, and didn't disappoint us or probably their supporters, because they done a lot of good things.
Kurt Zouma scoring that all-important winning goal. He's just said to us he isn't quite sure how long this captaincy thing might last. How do you see it?
Oh, well, that's good. We'll find out in the next week or two. We said we'll make a decision about it in a week or two's time. And but Kurt's a big personality, a big character in the dressing room, and he's a World Cup winner, so he's every right to captain any team.
Speaking of important players, Paquetá's ball in for that first goal. Just how important can he be for what you want to do going forward as a team? He's
been terrific, and he's getting better all the time for us. And it's the thing what he can do. Sometimes we get frustrated. He gives the ball away a bit too more often for our liking, but he's got a brilliant ability. Made a great goal for us, and we needed it because the first half we couldn't really break them down. We played in front of them a lot. We didn't really get enough lot behind them, but it was a lovely pass and good finish by Jarrod.
Well,
Position maintenant. Alors que se passe-t-il? Le buteur Hakim Ziyech est resté au sol.